Where
and penis.
Hello,
Booty,
everyone.
booty, booty.
And welcome. I gave them a warning to Rise of Nyarlathotep, where we have fantastic captions when we start this show. Just for you, it's a little treat. But before we dive into this wonderful tale of people having fun parties with space liches and planes that are made mostly out of like hamburger meat, let's go around the table, introduce ourselves. My name is Lucas. I will be your GM for the evening. My pronouns are he, him. Ian.
Hi, everybody. My name is Ian. My pronouns are he, they. I play Weary, the artificer tiefling, whose pronouns are they, them. And every cold open is a struggle because we all want to say weird nonsense, and most of the time we do.
Meg.
Hey, my name is Meg. My pronouns are she, they. I'm playing our favorite socially anxious godling druid who likes to play with fire, mostly meeting TK's patience threshold. I cannot find my plant for my hair, so we'll see how this session will go.
Oh, it sounds like you're wrong with disadvantage. Jess.
You're basing our skills on how we're dressed.
Oh no, my shirt from popular podcast.
Oddity Roadshow.
Yeah,
No, I'm
watch.
just, my pronouns are she, her. I will be playing Glyph, the Automata Rogue, whose pronouns are they, he.
Eve.
Howdy, I'm Eve, and I'm playing TK37 / Darkblade, the telekinetic goblin super soldier, and both of us are chicks.
And Jason.
Hey, I'm Jason, and I'm playing Kratoqs, the simply superb Plumerian bard. And he's currently high on space drugs after partying with a Zerithian.
I will be asking who's on space drugs. I know Allura isn't, but before we dive into all of that,
I'm a good noodle!
If you two want to know what it's like just to take space drugs with a space lich, then hop on over to Sirenscape. Play all of the sounds at once from every one of their things. See how much your computer can handle. It will just mute your sound at one point. I tried it. And then enjoy this audio cacophony that will just help you understand what it is that the randos are going through emotionally and physically. So head on over to Sirenscape, just live that good life. And also, we are sponsored by Roll20. We're Roll20 ambassadors. They, in all of their goodwill, decided that they must help spread the word about people who tell stories like ours. So we are happy to tell you, go use Roll20 for your online games. You can get your map set up, rad. You can have all the characters, everything's written out, all the stats. You're just clicking buttons to roll things. You could literally be laying there on your bed GMing. I've done it. Fantastic. Head on over to Roll20. Make your dreams come true. Play those online games. Okay, so I don't even know how to explain last session. Last session, our characters had a time. I told the truth about Spirit Halloween. And Spirit Halloween, come at me. I know now. So the party learned that when everyone dies traumatically in a building and then that building is then vacant, a Spirit Halloween will move in, also known as a Spiritus All Hallows. Then, as long as all the people haven't moved on inside, they'll just be working terrible retail jobs selling you these garbage costumes and other fun knickknacks around the store. The party inadvertently really easily helped everyone move on just by talking to them. And afterwards, left Spirit Halloween, learned a little bit about skeleton culture, just a little taste, and then went into their ship flying and they summoned this Zerithian, who was not what they expected. They were quite the character. They seemed to know Gregor O'Connell, who showed up for the party and brought some boxed wine. And everyone was having just a real good time learning about like what the Space Lich is doing. And also they deactivated the Doom Cube with just a little clicker. So that was real handy. So we are coming back now. The party is hanging out on this ship. It's flying. It's got the VI taking care of things. So you all can have good times. It's just like going through the air. Smoke is coming from it. It's not doing well. The ship is carrying on. I need to know who all did the space drugs.
Kratoqs sure did.
Okay,
I think
Kratoqs.
it was
wanted
Kratoqs. It was Kratoq, Weary, and I don't know if Trust took them.
Trust 100% took them, probably before
Okay.
Weary.
Okay, TK wanted to, but
I don't
he's too
think we have
busy,
yet.
with Glyph at the time, so Glyph didn't want to. So TK's like, "Fine, I won't do this space drugs."
All right, so TK, you're just holding on to the space drugs. Glyph, you aren't taking the space drugs. And Alora, you're saying no to drugs because you went to Dare and listened. You didn't skip it because you found out that it wasn't actually mandatory, and then just went home and played Diablo. Not pulling from personal experience there.
It's like, wait.
Okay, so Weary and Kratoq, you two are having one hell of a time. You are floating right now. You're going through space. You're flying past planets. You're moving along as you look over, and who's that? What? It's Captain Starchild, and they're holding on to a glittering star as they sail past you. Come along with me. Grab onto my hand. And they reach out this mechanical hand with what looks like human bones in it.
Where are we going?
Yeah, what is this? Where are we at?
I'm going to take you to the freakiest parts of space. You don't want to hang out here with the squares. You want to join me in an adventure that will blow your mind.
Wait. No, I would. That sounds cool.
I'll get you back before dinner. Don't even worry about it. But is that the makeup you both are wearing?
Makeup.
Makeup?
Oh God! All of my wedding makeup has probably been torn asunder by our days of nightmare travel.
Don't worry. I'll help you out. You can't go into space looking like this. And they
didn't
slap
know there was
both
a
of you.
dress
What do you look
code.
like?
Oh. It's all like sparkly nebula, like under eye makeup with like gold trimming, and like a dark blue lipstick. Maybe some purple blush.
Kratoq's face just turns into like a celestial void, like with some stars in it, with like a big beak coming out. The beak's like a bright blue.
Whoa.
And his eyes are like, I don't know, like balls of gas, some kind of star thing.
You two look like you're ready. Follow me. And they grab onto your hands. You go onto this star. What you three see is the space lich just slaps both Weary and Kratoq, and then slaps Trust, and grabs onto all of them. And there is this horrid sound, as like it's like metal being slowly torn open as they disappear.
Oh.
You are sailing through space. You're going so fast. You're holding on to this star. The glittering, it's just flying everywhere. The star's got a face on it. It's so happy and smiling. Don't worry about the star. It's one of my children. Here we go. And you're sailing through. You're going past these planets that are just all lit up with these giant mega structure cities that are going all along it. You go past these prehistoric looking planets. You go past this one planet that has a giant face on it, and it's just stuck in an endless scream as it's eating its moons. Oh, what fun. You're sailing and sailing and sailing. And we go back to you other three.
Real quick. You didn't describe Trust makeup, so I'm just going to assume it's
what
like
is
a really
Trust
bad tiger face paint.
I'd like to think that Trust has like the real great like 80s glam metal makeup going on. Yeah. So much hair. Trust didn't have that hair.
Sticking with bad tiger face paint. I don't care.
So you three are in the plane.
Oh man, I bet they're having a lot of fun.
I inadvertently.
They are.
The narrator answers.
I inadvertently, when that happened and they were just sucked away, I like grabbed you closer.
Oh.
probably fine, right?
Oh yeah, they're doing drugs. I would assume they're fine.
I look up. Is Gregor O'Connell still here? Or is he passed
Yeah,
out from box
100%.
wine?
He's almost done his boxed wine. He finished like all the great pastries. He left a few of them, like the really like mangled looking ones that Laura had been picking at before, and just kind of left the remnants, but took all the good stuff.
Mr. O'Connell,
Yes.
should we be concerned?
With what?
Captain Starchild seems to have absconded with our friends.
Oh, they're gone.
Lucas,
They're,
hear me
they're
out.
gone. There's no way you're getting those ones. You gotta wait. Don't worry, though. Everyone loves to wait. Some of my favorite memories are of me waiting. I
Lucas said
sat
through
in
gritted
one
teeth.
place one time for a year. I didn't move. People thought I was dead. Someone nailed a sign into my chest. It was one of my favorite memories.
I don't think I can do that.
Well, you didn't take the drug, so...
Like I'm just like sitting here right now, and my legs bouncing like crazy.
Are you excited to go to the battle?
We are confident in our.
A little bit. Pretty sure there's about 50% chance that we're just gonna die out there, and then I'm going to be a sword for eternity.
No.
That's kind of
There's worse
stressful.
fates than that. I mean, a sword's not bad.
We have much higher than 50%.
Oh, look, no, I'm saying we're going to win. I know we're going to win, but also, like, I'm just acknowledging reality here.
I think you say that, and just everything that's about to happen. Like, we're about to go to this fight, and yeah, we could win. Everyone could die again. If TK dies, she's gonna be a sword. And I think that fact hits Glyph so hard. And I think they feel whatever programming that the Warped Queen used, I think they feel that just crackle through them. And I drop you. Accidentally.
Oh, oopsie daisy.
And I stagger back, and I am like, I need some air, and I leave. I have to go. I'm going on out of the plane.
Plane is flying.
Yeah.
So
Oh no, I
you're-
thought it was parked in the water still.
No, I've described many times that this plane is flying. You can go out
Like a
though, but I think Eve would probably know the best. What happens when you open up the doors of a plane that's flying?
How high up are we?
Jump
How high are
plane doing its best. I don't know planes.
Well, I doubt we'll depressurize because this is a shitty bomber that's
Yeah.
probably full of holes. So we won't depressurize, but we'll get really windy, really cold, and probably really wet and super loud.
Oh,
Like
open
crazy
the door.
loud.
100%. Get that door open. I like I like damp parties.
Oh God, I hate it.
Party's canceled. Party's canceled. No, I think Glyph would just go, because I'm imagining the bomber's pretty long. I'll just go to the other end of it.
Laura, are you still hiding in the shadows? Or
Yeah,
did you come
I'm
back
just
out?
like, I was really looking forward to seeing how that was going to work out. Craving chaos a little too much.
But Glyph, you gotta pee? Is that a new function? You keep having new things happen to you.
Yes, I'm having a lot of new experiences.
Okay, well, if you need any advice,
First time peer. Can everyone just kind of walk me through
Just
this?
come like gather around the laboratory and help.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
my
no,
video got
I
flagged?
am. I think I'm still back there.
Okay.
I'm definitely probably still back there, just kind of trying to stay away from everybody.
Rowdy
Okay.
party.
Yeah, the chaos crew.
Yeah, so you're over there, TK, with Gregor O'Connell, just you two, and they're just it is you know how they made those rules in office spaces that you're not allowed staring at someone longer than 10 seconds, and a bunch of people went, that's dumb, and then everyone tried staring at each other for 10 seconds to see what it would be like. It's an incredibly uncomfortable. It's well past 10 seconds, so he's just staring at you, just like dead eye contact.
You're pulling a lot of really specific references. Are you okay?
I'm doing good.
Fine.
I have a mojito. Life's okay.
Lucas
Yeah,
is
it's-
actually a space lich today.
TK stares back at Gregor. She just kind of squints. Think I should go to them?
Yeah, they're having an emotional crisis. Unless you want to leave that to Alora, it should be fine.
I don't think Allure is very well equipped. To be fair, I'm
Are
newly
you?
not slightly less
I think
unequipped.
Here, you gal. What's up?
Well, I'm just, hey, let me
Hi,
give
Scotty.
you some advice. Go slow.
Literal ghoul.
I'm gonna eat everything here.
Scotty, stop it. Stop biting my chair. What is wrong with
Bad
you?
bubbles.
Bubbles
Bad.
just biting.
Sorry, I think she wants me to play tug of war with her.
Bubbles is just gnawing on Gregor's leg, and he's not.
He isn't moving at all. There is like a little bit of blood coming down, and he's just
Oh.
not registering it.
Nice.
All right. Yeah, no, I can do that. I'm emotionally well equipped. My general state of mind has dramatically improved in the past 12 hours. Because yeah, we're gonna win.
Because you got rid of your roommate.
I mean, that's one way to put it. I wound up getting a couple hundred more. But they're chiller.
Okay.
I can beat all of them up.
Mm.
Anyways, all right. Yep. TK pulls on some invisible suspenders. It's like, all right. Yep. I'm
They appear.
gonna save the day. That's what I do.
Uh,
Saving the day.
so,
being-
Alora,
Awesome.
you're back there with Glyph. And Glyph is, are you pacing? Are you standing facing a corner in the dark? Or...
No, I walk all the way back there, and I see Alora back. Basically, the equivalent of sitting with your cell phone at the edge of a party. And you're just so peaceful and put together, and you've got a little plate that had snacks on it, and I can't deal with that either. So
I'm
So
sorry, my good noodle brain is overwhelming to you. I know that you're not used to that.
no, you just are so you're Glyph's friend, and it's so much.
Yeah, and I think Alora's picked up on the uncomfortable you're feeling as you're walking towards, because they're just no, this was my corner. Damn it. And as you get closer, I'm just Glyph, you good?
Yes, no, maybe, no, possibly. You're sitting here. I will go somewhere else. I'll leave.
No,
I'll go to the cockpit, which is.
It's okay. Do you want to talk about it?
No. Yes. No.
Is it the emotions thing again?
I am having a very large amount of emotions. We are walking into a terrible battle tomorrow, and I need you all to live.
Well,
Excuse me.
I
No.
can say we're gonna try our best, like we
Yes.
always do.
Ah, I understand now. That's why she needed the composure. Ah, terrible.
You want to wallow in self-pity too?
I'm not sure that's what's happening.
Are you having an anxiety attack? I know you can't breathe, so some of the tricks that I do might not work.
I need to talk to TK,
Oh.
I think.
Are you gonna have the talk?
Is there the I just like glitch out for a second.
Just error.
Error.
Kratoqs' head pops in. Did someone say Kratok?
His head is floating just around and then just
Is the void. Well, I mean, weren't you just talking to her?
No, we were dancing.
can't-
That's different.
You can't do both?
No. Yes? I don't know.
Oh, well, do you want me to go get her for you?
And again,
I'm gonna go get her.
you see TK
I
like,
find it helps just kind of focusing on things that you can sense to an extent for you. I'm not sure what that entails, but maybe that might help. Find 5 things, and then I know it's hard to be grounded because we're in a plane, but it'll help. I'll go get TK, and Alora just like awkwardly is like head ducked walking towards the chaos that's happening.
Glyph's only got like 2 senses to go through instead of the usual amount. So it's
yeah.
like, I got sight and what else would Glyph have? I guess
A touch, right?
touch.
I
Yeah,
can't-
you have the mouse.
Touch
I
and
have-
taste.
Yeah, I
So
don't.
there's 3.
Glove.
I just can't smell or taste. Well, I can. I'm just new to it.
Mm. So, meanwhile, back in space, it is
Oh,
just
boy.
this crazy party. You are on a comet that is hurtling around this planet, and it is not long before this comet's gonna go hit touchdown and cause this cataclysmic event on this planet. While people are fleeing, these planes and everything are all just like leaving this planet. People are screaming. So you're having like a super rad end of the world party. And you know those end of the world parties are always the sickest ones. Like everybody doesn't give a shit anymore. Like it's just good times are happening. There's like gods on there and stuff like that. So you two are you are partying it up. What is each of you? What is something that you're doing at this, like hurtling along this comet?
I think there's like a light concern when I look down at like the people screaming in like abject terror.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, wait, are they okay?
Is who okay?
The people, the end of the people that are down there,
Well, half of them will be just fine.
half of them.
Well, the other half are just gonna have to figure it out.
Oh,
Don't you know how these things work? Sometimes people die, and sometimes people fly. It's A-okay.
I don't know.
Do you want
How
to
to-
drink a sentient cloud?
Yeah. I don't want to remember this.
Here you are.
Okay. Thanks. Like, take a sip of cloud.
Yeah, and it like when you grab onto it, it changes into like this anxious, let's see what kind of color. I don't
The
know.
cloud is anxious. Oh,
It's
no.
speaking of your energy. It's like it's going into there, and then there's this straw that's sticking out of it as you start drinking it, and it tastes like a combination of like cotton candy and whatever the flavor is of the color. You know, like the red has a flavor, blue has a flavor, so it's like
it's red flavored.
That's red
Yeah,
flavored.
it's like a Kool-Aid sort of
Yeah.
situation.
Punch.
And yeah, you're drinking this, and you're also seeing a memory of this cloud. It used to float over this place, and you know, every so often it would become rain, and then it would rise back up. And you're seeing as like it traveled this world that is now about to just have this cataclysmic event, and really just even though this event will happen, this cloud was always going to be here, and it'll be here when things are done until this planet is ready to go. But unfortunately, you drank it, so you end the event.
Oh,
And Kratoq, how about you? What's going on with you?
Kratoqs is very confused, and he looks at Captain Starchild. You know, I really feel like I've done this before, but your space is so happy and full of stuff. Why was my space different?
You got to think about what's going on in that freaky little soul of yours. Look at inside there. There's a couple of screams going on. What's going on with that? Do you want to take a look into your mind?
Sure.
All right, buckle up. And they put 2 fingers on the side of your head, and you just like you're drug into it. And it's this weird cartoon representation, like really over the top cartoony. And you're watching as this cartoon Kratoqs is rushing forward, and there's these people who are all like tied up in this cartoon barbed wire, and they got like these screaming faces, and you're just stabbing them over and over again.
Well,
Oh wow. Looks like you had a bit of a run-in with an elder god. Are you all right?
I guess as all right as I can be. I kind of chalked that one up to we didn't have another choice.
You can sell this.
What do you mean?
There are people who will pay a lot of money to have this as their personal memory. Do you want to do that?
I'm sorry, are you saying that they would have the memory of killing people? And people want that memory?
There's a lot of weird people in space. It's big.
That kind of rubs my ethics the wrong way. I'd have to pass on that. I don't care how much money's involved.
Oh, that's all right. You see that person over there that's staring at us, the only one that's not a cartoon. And you see the purple-skinned pharaoh standing there in the middle of all of this, just staring at both of you.
oh God, he's real.
Oh no!
Oh God, he's real.
That one's real. That's not your memory.
Like right here, right now, real?
Right here, right now.
Oh, that's the worst thing to add to a trip.
Shouldn't we like leave?
Yes, now I'm trying, but we're kind of stuck.
Oh no!
Oh no, Kratoqs, you ruined our trip.
Kratoqs!
No.
I'm gonna need you to do a couple of breaths, or else we might be dragged into a desert with 3 black pyramids.
Kratoqs tries really hard to do some deep breathing.
It takes like a couple seconds. You're panicking as they're like walking closer and closer. And Captain Starchild's like just kind of like dancing, just sort of like enjoying the moment. You know, if they're gonna go out, they're gonna go out having fun. And then you manage to bring both of you back out, and you're back on this comet. It's getting a little bit too close for comfort. How about we ditch this party and get back to yours?
That might be a good idea.
1 second, trust, you cannot be merged with that creature.
I look over at Trust.
Trust has like 2 sets of arms and like flexing them.
Whoa!
Trust the
I'm
champ.
patting each arm excitedly.
And Captain Starchild just like pulls the other being out of Trust as Trust sort of shrinks a bit and loses 2 arms. I think it's time to take you all back home. This is your first dip into space. You're not quite ready. But now you got a taste of it, and there's always more. If you ever want to be a part of my crew, just take this piece of tongue and place it on yours when you're ready and call me.
Thanks. I think.
It's a part of my tongue.
That's nice.
Just a little kiss.
Yeah,
A little kiss.
but it's got to be consensual.
It's really important to Starchild.
No, it's important to everyone in space.
Yeah.
It's,
Oh
little known
man.
fact of Battle of the Seven Dice. Space, one of the biggest laws is consent.
That's
So-
awesome. I love
That's
that
great.
for space.
Yeah, so your happy star is floating and shining, and all of you jump on it. You're sailing back through space. You see these two planets. They're being drug into this black hole. They're being stretched, and for a minute, you're all being stretched. You feel your face like being pulled, your eyes, everything. And then you sort of like rubber back. It's like you slap back, and you keep sailing past. You go past this one planet. It's just a giant tree. It's this giant tree, and these little apples are falling off it. When the apples fall off, they turn into moons as they're rotating along. You just keep going back until eventually you all hear the sound of this tearing metal as Trust, Weary, and Kratoqs come back, but not Captain Starchild.
I think I saw civilization end.
Cool.
And I had a really bad time.
Yeah, I think we're gonna ease off on the space drugs for a little bit. Like take out my little velociraptor in a jar, and I go, "Not you're for after we save the world."
I had 4 arms, and I lifted 4 people up,
That
and
was
then they
cool.
danced on my hands.
That was really cool.
That sounds pretty sick.
It was really cool. I was so strong.
Yeah, yeah, you were.
I like that the lesson of their trip is like Weary was like, oh, wisdom and seeing other cultures and civilization, and Kratoqs, oh, deal with your trauma, and Trust, oh, get swole.
Yeah, he had a god of strength join into his body, and then they were just partying.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Experienced divinity for like 20 seconds.
I love that for Trust.
Yeah, it was a good time. So, did you all have fun?
I think so.
Not even a little bit.
No. Well, do you want me to pilot the plane?
Who's
Why is something wrong with it?
We're just about to go into a storm, and I think those two back there are having a heart-to-heart, and Laura's trying to crawl away from it.
Oh.
Yeah. You should probably get us back on course then.
Yeah, sure.
I'm no pilot.
All right. And when they're walking, it's like they move one leg forward, but their body leans back, and they just kind of like crack their body forward to go onto the next leg. And it's very much while they're walking, it's like they're kind of borrowing a broken body, and they're just moving forward. So they're dragging themselves along. Had a little too much box wine. They twist their head around like 180 degrees, staring at all of you, smiling as they march towards the pilots.
All right, that doesn't help. The bubbles is still clamped on their leg.
Still clamped on that leg, just having a good time, chewing on it, like got down
Tail
to the
just
bone.
wagging.
Dog with the bone.
Kratoqs kind of mutters quietly to the other randos. Man, he really takes break a leg seriously, doesn't he?
Just kind of blink. Still getting my bearings. Oh. Huh. You know, I don't know why I thought that space would make the puns different.
He still
I
hit
should
the
probably
same.
I should probably tell you this before we die, or you all die and I outlive you in like a cruel twist of fate. I enjoy your puns. I don't think they're horrible. I just kind of whinge a little out of instinct more than anything else.
I appreciate that, Weary. It means a lot.
That being said, you know, if we could weaponize them somehow, I think that'd be interesting too.
I guess I kind of can.
Oh, right. Magic music. Yes.
Yeah.
So TK, You're marching up to Glyph. And Glyph, you are having a robotic panic attack. And TK, your suspenders form as you're kind of like pulling them out and getting ready.
Oh yeah, I forgot I could just make them.
Yeah.
I think TK forgot about that too. And
It's probably like your
when they she actually hooks them, she's like, so Glyph. How you feeling?
I'm like facing the wall and like leaning my head on it. I am having a lot of feelings. And I turn. Oh,
That's good or a bad thing?
that's the thing. It's both at the same time. Which before,
Oh, that sounds complicated.
yes, when I first woke up, I was basically having one bad emotion at a time. And now, it's all of them, all the time. It's strange. I don't know how you organics do this.
In my experience, very poorly.
Yeah. I just turn around and I look across down all the way to the end of the plane where everyone else is, just like milling around and eating snack. I assume drinking water. Alora's making everyone drink water. And then I look at you. Look down. And I lean down. I kind of have to like slide down to the bottom of the wall. We have to win this battle. Because everyone else, Kratoq has a whole life in Plumeria that he can go back to. Alora, if not now, eventually could become a demigod, or could travel, or return to their druid order. Weary and Trust will go back to Sekothet and have 10 to 30 children.
It's true. That's why they call it a demon brood.
But we're supposed to be together. You and I. When all this is over. Because you said it. We're the same. We're swords.
TK's eyes go wide. Oh shit, I am a sword.
Shing, my sword arm comes out. I'm like, yes. Both of us now, literally. Shing.
Together,
that sad shing was 100% like actually what it sounded like.
Shing.
Shing.
Scotty, I swear to God. TK looks so bad at Glyph. Like you a lot, Glyph. Like a lot.
I think I like you too. I love the randos. I love having friends. It's the same intensity, but it's a different color. And I just, when this is over, we're going to have a house. And I'm gonna take care of you.
I'm here for the aggressive domestic. Like,
Yeah.
this is
be-
this is nice.
I'm gonna learn how to quilt. I'm gonna make you quilts. I'm gonna learn how to cook.
I
So
We
I can
will
already
make
have
you
a
a
dog.
feast. We'll get 3 dogs.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll find our spider horses.
Oh.
Yes. We'll get matching saddle blankets.
That you quilted.
Yes.
God.
And I'll ask Alora can teach me about gardening, and I'll grow us flowers.
I can use Darkblade to chop wood. Shirtless.
Yes, you should do that. Why did I say that? Yes. TK, I'm very bad at emotions.
Okay, so am I.
Oh, good. That's another thing we have in common.
Oh, Laura, this whole time has just been like poking Gregor O'Connell.
Why aren't they kissing yet?
I don't know, but it's really annoying.
Should we use the intercom or do we just let it happen?
No kiss.
Ooh, no, intercom, do the intercom. Go to the
Wait.
intercom.
One of you have a better voice than me. But
I
he does
mean-
hit the intercom button.
This is your co-pilot Alora speaking. Will you two just fucking kiss already? Thank you.
Aw.
We've got a fight to do.
This is a super long period.
What is this? The Peanuts?
Oh,
Is that an emergency? What-
yes.
I didn't catch any of that.
Yes, I caught part of it. Yes, I don't know what I don't know how this is going to go, but we're going to win. And afterwards it's going to be great. And I take my glove off of my nightmare hand. I'm going to do this poorly.
Oh. This doesn't happen, but my first thought was just high five.
Yeah, we do. We high five.
I was like about
So
I was
much.
about
It's
to
like a slap
cry,
in the
and
mouth.
then that
And my tongue.
flipped the tears right back in. I was like, "Oh no, I'm laughing. I can't cry now."
We do high five, and I was like, I think that it's more like this. And I will put my hand to
Oh
my mouth,
God.
and I lean forward, and I kiss you.
That's so devastatingly gay.
I need this art because I just have it in my head that Glyph's hand is way bigger too, so it's just like
No,
That's
it's cute.
TK's goblin. She got a pretty big head.
It's like
Yeah.
Shaq palming a basketball.
I'm sorry, it's very romantic. I just don't do well with that.
Guess I'll be crying for very different reasons.
I don't run on it.
I'll
but they call
say
me
the
Big
weird,
Diesel.
gross thing in just a sec.
Yeah.
Yeah, TK, she initially like kind of dead fishes for just a sec.
Oh,
Just a sec, because the hand thing's a little bit weird. But then she leans into it and then just claps her hands onto the side of Cliff's head. There's a weird little metal clank. And yeah, she's pushing in on that.
Kratok! Kratok!
Yeah, well, what a Laura.
Can you play some music or something?
Oh,
I'll hold the intercom open, but like just can you play it? Can it just
I'll-
be like careless whispers, but like
I'll do my best.
Like bad.
No, it's just
So a little high.
It is like a really bad rendition of it, but on the accordion. I don't even know what that
man.
would sound like, but
It's
Send
I'm
us
just
sure that
links.
exists.
Yeah, it's got to be out there.
it's just the Carly Rae Jepsen like saxophone intro to
Okay, so the weird gross thing that I was thinking
Here we
was
There we go.
Here we go. Here we go.
so the hands on the mouth, right?
Yeah.
Right.
The fingers just kind of curl up and crash.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute though.
That's what I
It's
assumed was
kinda
probably
weird.
happening. It's like a clawed hand. Like,
Yeah.
You know,
Found it.
That
It's
was
a
fast.
it's a weird kiss. It's
Oh yeah, it's absolute. Like it probably looks the weirdest shit.
So you
Yeah.
like TK, half of her face, it's like, it's been blown off by an explosion, and there's like mushrooms out of one arm and everything, and kissing this hand mouth.
You're
weird.
on a robot.
You're all quite the crew. Where do you want me to land the flesh plane?
You've been such a big help. Thank you so much.
Well,
Aw.
you're kind of doing something for me here.
Oh right, we're like helping you. What are we helping you do? I feel like I've
Right.
lost.
I don't know if you need to know, but at least understand
Which is
It
in
is
character
more
speak, but
important.
Lucas forgot.
in what you're doing.
Okay.
I think you can just land it at insert coordinate here.
So you
Ah.
all like take the time now to kind of take a look at like what's happening. So you look outside and there's like probably a few like screens that aren't covered in like this weird hamburger goo, or like the front. You can look out there too. Good times. But looking out, you now have flown quite a ways. It is getting pretty rocky in here. As you're looking down, you've entered the storm that is swirling over the portion of the mountains of Anima that are surrounding the wilds. You see in the distance, not too far, there's a large, dead-looking tree. In the very far distance, you can see tiny little dots that look like they're fighting or something. They're hitting into each other. It's hard to say because you're quite far away and you're quite high up. But being so high up, you feel like the whole plane is sort of rattling.
Yeah, TK. I assume since they left the intercom on, TK hears this, and she like doesn't quite want to pull away, but at the same time, like puts her hands onto Glyph's shoulders and pushes back, but they don't really do anything because she's kissing a hand, not a mouth.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'll break the kiss. And Glyph is, I am just so dazed. Like,
TK turns and points towards the cockpit and says, "We aren't landing the plane. We're crashing it."
I like
Oh.
that. That's fun.
Oh, do we have like an actual like?
Wings.
Do we calculate the math here? Or?
Well, we have a little bit of time still. We can sort of loop around. Looks like they're busy killing each other from the looks of it. Just some divine magics down there. It's fine. People die all the time. So what's your plan? What do you want to do?
TK looks at Glyph. It just like stares into Glyph's weird empty eyes and says, "I plan to save this stupid ass world. We got options, all right? We can crowd control, or we can go for a precision strike. Depends on how our approach is looking."
So I'll give you more of a detailed kind of look at it. So what you're seeing right now is this gigantic tree that is lifted up out of the side of the mountains. It is this decrepit, like it looks like at one time it would have been this beautiful marvel of nature, but now it has long since died. You see that a lot of these little creatures, you can see dwarvins, weird bloated things that are shooting balls of acid, little thin things that are running around that keep growing in size. You can see that they all seem to be concentrated around the base of the tree, and they're moving out from there. At the base of the tree, it's hard to make it out, but creatures keep seeming to come out of the base of it. You see on the field sort of surrounding it, it's very rocky, like small paths, that kind of stuff. And every so often it's like opened up into a larger area. But you can see a lot of red robe figures that are fighting off against these creatures. But there is a lot less of the red robe people compared to the monsters that are flooding forward. You can tell that they are... It seems like they're almost on the defensive now. They probably were on the offensive, but they had to pull back, and now they're protecting themselves from all the monsters. You have a pretty good vantage point up here while you're flying. You do see in the distance, as you're looking like the other way, you're checking like the different cameras and like radar and all that kind of stuff on this ship. It does seem like there's a couple of other ships approaching that are coming from the direction of the Arcanium. But they're probably a good 20, 30 minutes away still.
That's Travatha. What a relief.
Is there a point where the monsters seem to be like flooding out of like a specific area?
Yeah.
TK like is at the windscreen down. She points at that spot. She's like, that's where we're punching a hole through. That's where we're pointing this fucker at.
What if it just lets them out faster?
I mean, they're getting at it one way or another. They're spread out. It's going to be a lot easier for us to get through.
Yeah. All right, I'll trust you again.
We have numerous options. Yeah, I'm like
Just leaning back against the hammer.
like draped over TK.
Smoking a cigarette in your hand.
Your hand smoking.
No. Smoke, kids. Don't do space drugs. I have changed all my external lights to the same purple as like TK's runes and stuff.
Oh, matching. Love
Match. It's fine.
So gay.
it.
Yeah, I changed my gamer lights.
Yeah. Oh my god. So devastating.
Fully addressable RGB.
Light up keyboard.
I got this keyboard for my gamer.
I gesture to the wall of clamps. I think we called them the clam amps.
Oh yeah.
Clam amps.
The clamps.
And
You know them well.
Yeah, and I say, Kratoqs, you have numerous spells and instruments with different effects.
Yeah.
Perhaps we can crowd control in a sense with magic. You have a golden fiddle, I think. You have the sleep trumpet, which
Yeah, I got both of those.
yes, which leads to
French
Alora.
horn.
Yes, sleep French horn. Yes, and Alora had planned to cover the area in poppies. So
So
if
we're
you
going
two-
to put everyone to sleep.
I gotta remember what spell that was. Doo-da, doo-da.
if we could aim it to hit less of presumably our allies, it could give them an upper hand.
That's
So
why we're
TK's
hitting the
right.
surge.
Yeah, we should go right in the middle of the enemies then.
Would it be better? Okay, real talk. This is just Jesse. I want us to use that golden fiddle for something.
I want to use
When
it.
Devil went down to Georgia, that shit. Like,
Yes. I want us like flying in, just blasting Devil went down to Georgia.
It's a good song to crash an airplane to.
Perhaps we start with the fiddle. I think that causes dancing.
So
Yeah,
Perhaps
I can make
Kratoq-
people like magically dance.
Kratoq, you know that fiddle. Like, you've been testing it out quite a bit, especially when you're going with Twilio, because Twilio kept asking for music while sailing, or flying, I suppose. You know that it has that ability to make others dance, but there was also a much darker spell that was in it, because the Fae are always, two sides of the coin. One of the spells is synaptic static.
Oh.
So what this spell does, you choose a point within range of 120 feet and cause psychic energy to explode there. Each creature within this radius, a 20-foot radius sphere, must make an intelligence saving throw. Ones with 2 intelligence or lower can't be affected by this spell, but they would otherwise take 8d6 damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful one. I'll post this to you in the Discord. After a failed save, the target has muddled thoughts for 1 minute, and during that time, they roll a d6 and subtract that number from all of their attack rolls and ability checks, as well as constitution saving throws to maintain concentration.
This fiddle also can like blow shit up, kind of.
fascinating. Perhaps with the clamps, the Spiritus All Hallows brand clamps, that would enhance the effect.
Yeah, you never know. Maybe I just play like super loud, and then everyone's eardrums will just blow up, and then we win.
I somehow don't
bet.
think it'll be that easy, but
Anything we can do to slow the monsters and give our incoming allies more of a fighting chance. So we could start with the fiddle, hurt them with that, probably a horrible distraction, they won't be expecting it. And then Alora can spread their poppies, and you can hook the French horn to the clamps. The
Yes.
combination of the French horn and the poppies. And then we crash the plane.
right, we'll hit them from all senses in such a way that they won't be able to react.
Also, TK, and I like squeeze TK's shoulder. TK, you
One
purchased
mushroom shoulder or meat shoulder?
your meat shoulder. Mushroom one's probably squishy.
No, mushroom one's covered in
Yeah.
like Funko Blast.
TK's shoulders
The
almost
mushroom
cost
one
like a
is
Canadian
probably
pizza.
hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. TK, you purchased an industrial quantity of Kilgore's best. And
That I
Weir-
did.
And Weary, you purchased stadium grade pyrotechnics.
Right. The ones we didn't use during our party, I still have stored in this box, and I make sure it's like got a bunch of signs and various like things that say like "Do not touch to open flames," like "Do not light a cool cigarette next to."
Do not operate near Kilgore's best.
It
Yeah,
shows
right.
a
Like
cool,
that's
a cool person standing there with a cigarette and just a line through it. Like, don't do
Don't.
that.
don't do that.
Don't be that cool.
Yeah, the sign I actually got at Espiritus as well. They have a really good sign safety section.
Do you think, since we have the clamps to enhance all of the magic, and we even have Alora, your father said they were willing to assist too. Weary, do you think you can enhance the explosion by combining the Kilgores and the pyrotechnics?
Oh, that's a challenge, but I can do it. The trick is
Are we making IEDs to attack the World Trade Center?
we cannot not call our finale 9/11
No,
too, even though
no.
I would laugh a lot at it.
No.
The next major holiday is Groundhog Day.
Oh gosh.
So with that being said, Alora's gonna bring the option to just literally ground them.
Oh.
So if the first plan works, right, and Kratoq has the fiddle, and then my poppies work because God is a jerk sometimes. And remember that one time that I made the earth rumble?
Yes.
What if I did that and like made it move around to where I trapped them and buried them alive?
That could be
Oh.
good for anyone outside of the range of the explosion who's not asleep or
Right, because being
dancing.
near the tree will probably make you much more powerful. Anyway.
You could
Oh, I just
also,
meant that as me.
Oh. Yeah.
your proximity to the tree may enhance your powers. But you could also use that to keep things away from us. As soon as we land, we need to seek out the mask bearers and unleash every form of hell upon them.
Oh, and I need Verkashka's blood too to free the dragon.
What?
That sounds weird.
Sorry, that was something I found out in my dream that we were so busy partying that I forgot to mention.
Varkashka's blood. You need.
Oh, not
Arabisha.
Varkashka. You're right. Sorry,
Arabisha.
Arabisha. These names are hard.
Varkashka's a demigod of war. So
Yeah, I was like, that's
I was like, what?
I mean,
That's
I
a
can
true.
No,
buy
you're right. You're right. It
a-
is Arabisha's blood. is
People
what I
at war
mean.
bleed a lot.
If
More like
Yeah.
blood from the blood god.
You think
Blood from
Verkashka's
the
the type of
blood god.
person who like does the cliche like you made me bleed my own blood?
metal.
I like the reference to dodgeball, so probably.
If Arabisha,
Louder. I ain't got time to bleed.
if Arabisha is there, she's not on our side. We will be attacking her. I'm sure we can acquire
Right.
some blood.
Me and Trust will have no problem causing her pain for what she's done. I'm just
Yes.
letting you know that we might get a dragon ally if we are able to catch her as well.
While you're talking, you see erupting out of the ocean a number of these strange looking robots. They're all rushing forward. Some of them have like 3 arms on one side. Some of them have like, it's literally a sphere and it's a bunch of heads and it's rolling forward. Like all sorts of really, really bizarre looking machines that are all coming out of the water. And you watch as Weary's creation arises with them and is rushing forward onto the field as more of these monsters are pouring out.
Oh, hey, that's Zed.
Are those your grandkids?
Oh, wow, yeah. Oh, Trust. I gave my familiar homunculus a lot of god bits by accident on purpose. And it became like a sentient super squid, and that's that. And I point down at like the robot army.
Oh. So they're just gonna come in and take things out and then leave peacefully.
No, I don't think they're gonna do that. We might have to.
Okay.
We really have to hope that the forces of chaos deplete the forces of my estranged godchild, because
Enemy
I
of my
think they're going to
enemy.
try to. Yeah.
So, yeah, we're going to crash into the World Trade Center, and then that's going to cascade into a forever war.
There has to be a better name for it, but yeah, no, I suppose we are going to do all of those things.
But I think if we follow the sequence, it will distract, hurt, or destroy enough of the monsters that A, our allies can rush in, and B, we can focus on the mask bearers. We will also have to deal with 4CK.
But I
who-
thought 4CK was cool with us now. Is that not?
They are reluctantly, I think they are being forced to fight against their will.
No.
Yeah, we don't know what's
TK,
going on for
sliced
CK.
the catalyst that was on it and killed the
Yeah.
creature. That was like the end of that fight. That's how it was able to leave.
Right. Okay, so
So like
4CK should be
its,
cool.
it gained its will back.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah, it was still kind of a little bit like cagey though, so it's like
Yeah, like
It just came out of the situation, all right. It's having a bit of a
I think
Okay.
4CK has like
Yeah,
regular
yeah,
personal
T-
reasons
well,
to
also
dislike us.
kind of being influenced a little bit by
Yeah, Darkblade and Brightblade are
Darkblade's
not
opinion
fans,
of Brightblade. So
Yeah.
you know, she's not 100% on board. At the same time, she's like, if 4C can get Brightblade into check, then it'll be fine. Maybe.
Yeah.
We'll probably have to do a end of time battle one of these days, but it doesn't have to be today.
Yeah, of course. That'll, much like the offspring of my accidental god homunculus, that is a problem for later.
Yeah, enemies to temporary allies, maybe to
Yeah.
lovers.
I really don't like the fact that we're both ending the Forever War and starting the Forever War.
I love we're having this conversation, all of us in this cockpit, and we're just covered in glitter and 80s makeup and
Yeah.
like sequins.
I'm sorry, no, Alora looks normal.
No, Laura, you're wearing a costume, aren't you?
Yeah,
You're
you're
just a
I have
busty
a
pirate.
costume, but I don't have like space drug makeup. I was chill.
Yeah.
No, everyone got glitter on them when Star Child arrived. So
TK can just snap her fingers. That glitter goes away.
I think canonically Alora was in the corner when Starchild arrived. It was,
Oh,
at the
Laura
very
did
end.
avoid the glitter attack.
Safe.
But glitter is also everywhere, and so inadvertently
It's
you will have glitter
all
on
getting
you.
caught up, stuck to the hamburger. So, it's not like spreading
Glittery
through the air.
That was a sentence I never want to hear in my life, like ever again.
All right, well, you all have fun. I think this is my stop here.
Oh.
You want to stick around and watch the end of the world?
I have a few things I need to collect from down there.
Yeah, you forgot to turn the stove off.
Yes, there is a stove that requires fuel. Don't mind me.
That's the opposite of turning the stove off.
I'll
I was
leave
gonna
out of the
say-
hamburger.
Well,
oh, he doesn't.
bye, Greg.
Is
Yeah.
we will endeavor to do our best in this battle. Do you know anything we should know?
I hope you enjoy chocolate. Ta-ta!
And they
wow.
slurp out of the hamburger side of the wall, and it just closes behind them.
Oh,
It's like
That's
a good,
good.
the sound like it's like that. except
Oh,
much
that's a fun
louder.
sound.
it's always disgusting when he leaves. Every single time.
And you
Do
all
any-
can see like this. He's just falling. He's free falling.
Oh,
Oh.
Do any of you feel like the Gregor is sort of like sounding like a prophet lately? Like talking about a story about his favorite thing being having a sign nailed to him, and now he's speaking in parables. Like, what's going on here?
I don't know. I'm
Oh.
choosing to take him literally, and I like chocolate, so I think we're in the clear.
Chocolate is good.
I don't know enough about chocolate or Gregor to make an informed opinion about what Gregor's goals are.
Or maybe
Yes.
these dicks are allergic to chocolate.
I root around in my pack and I put some into a jar, like one of my little combat jars, and I go, I'll have it ready just in case.
oh, someone
We
ate
could
all
just
of the.
open up with that. Just smack him in the face with the jar.
Yeah,
Someone
if
ate
they
all of
melt,
the chocolate off these brownies.
What are they made of then?
they just turn to dust.
It's just flour. Just flour somehow has remained.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
I'm glad we all got to have this party.
yeah,
Feels like we needed it.
I had a pretty good time.
I didn't have any fun at all, but I feel kind of cool now.
It was really overwhelming.
Kratoq, you are cool.
Wait. Is this an alternate reality now? What happened?
No,
I think
we're all
she's
just
always been able to be complimentary and like nice. She just chooses not to.
yeah.
That means a lot.
I like
TK.
all of you guys.
I think that's how you know the world is ending though, because it only happens when we're all about to die again.
Oh well,
Hmm.
this
Yeah, but
time,
let's chill out.
yeah, this time we're gonna be fine. It's gonna be great.
Well, everyone's going to sleep, hopefully.
Babe, I've never died before. I don't really want to do it.
I mean,
No one
not too bad.
Surprisingly, not as bad as you
It's
expect.
kind of a Russian roulette as to who gets picked to have to try and whip our asses back into reality. Last time it was Weary, so my money is probably on Kratoqs for the next round. Maybe
Yep.
TK, but if she's the one coming back for my soul, I'm staying dead. I'm sorry.
Or we can
Ouch.
do our very best and not die. That is an
Yeah. What
option.
if this time we don't die?
I vote
No, ideally, I
Not
will
dying.
not die. I don't want to be a sword.
Alora just kind of stays quiet and looks at the ground.
you're like close to you. I'm like, we're not dying. And I sprinkle some glitter on you.
Oh no.
You know what? Glyph is right.
Ew, is
We
that your
aren't
kissing hand?
dying.
Why is the glitter wet?
We're gonna survive this. 'Cause these
In one way
fucking
or another.
jackoffs- These jackoffs are gonna sit here, pretend that they're chaos. Oh, we're so chaotic because we're playing in our chess pieces, moving the knight to d5. Well, they don't know shit about it. All right, we're gonna show them true fucking chaos. We're gonna go in there. We're gonna drop our drawers and take a shit on c7.
I hope they like chocolate.
Why are you good
How
at
about that
chess?
chocolate?
Since when are you good at chess? Logic's not your strong suit. When are you good at chess?
Laura.
No, the point is we're not going to be good at chess.
We're
We're going to take a
flipping the
dump on the
board.
chessboard.
We're just like looking back through like chess moves to make sure that it's a legal move, and it's
It-
not just
It,
like
it
TK
explicitly
talking out
says no shitting on the chessboard.
there. Oh well.
We're going to break all the fucking rules. We're gonna fuck up all their plans. They ain't winning nothing. We're just gonna make these pricks have the worst fucking days of their life. And Weary,
Yes.
I hope that you're ready to learn about some eldritch bowel movements. Because we're gonna make these fuckers shit themselves in fear.
Why do I have to learn about them?
Because you like science and stuff.
It's usually doctor.
Oh! I thought
You're
that I
the
was going to
academic.
experience like
No,
eldritch
no, it's
shit.
like
and I'm like,
a
I really
science
don't
thing.
want to. Okay, I'm
that's
on
why.
board.
That's why it expresses like bowel movements.
It's-
You know,
No, no,
doctor, doctor-
I'm on
it's
board. I
doctor stuff.
understand.
It's definitely
picking it up.
S-shaped.
I love our conversations.
Oh, that's great.
So as far as I, the GM, am aware, you're going to blow stuff up, cast some spells, and take a shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe
getting
in
thrifty.
that order.
No,
Really?
metaphorical
Some eldritch
shit.
god
Maybe
days.
in that order.
Yeah, you
Okay.
never know. We might need to weaponize it.
They basically they don't know we are coming. They might know in some sense, but they don't know what we are bringing.
A
We're
shitstorm.
bringing them hell and blood and piss. Oh, we're
Wait,
raw
I thought
fucking
we were
fury,
shitting on
baby.
them. I thought we were
Hold
shitting
on.
on them. Now we're pissing? I'm confused.
No, we're
I put
we're
on my
just-
battle
We're
gauntlets.
just dropping
I'm just
all
getting ready.
sorts of fluids on them. We don't give a fuck. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, fluids. I throw a cup of beer.
Of fluids.
I jump in the way of the liquid to stop it from hitting the box labeled like no Kilgore's best.
Oh,
on-
sorry. I don't know why I shouldn't
Yeah,
have done that. I'm
don't
sorry.
don't throw those liquids, Cliff. They're delicious.
Was in the
Oh.
moment.
Oh no! It's fine. It made sense. I just close one.
We should. And I go to the I go real quick to the food table and I get You all get to say whatever drink you want. I grab everyone's drinks and I'll bring them over.
Big red solo cup of Kilgore's best.
Starts to melt the plastic.
Weary and Kratoqs. What's y'all's drink?
I think Weary is just going to hydrate because that's something they're actually really bad at doing.
Trust-
So they're going to drink a lot of water.
Trust one on Long Island, so it really takes you a minute.
Get to me.
I know
Let's
this is.
Oh, Lift's actually a really good mixologist. Anyway,
Oh,
sorry.
sick.
It hasn't
Lift-
come up.
I need you to make me a Kilgore's Bulldog Margarita.
What's that mean?
Let us Google this and go.
It's
on
a
this
margarita
adventure
just with a
together.
beer in it, like a bulldog.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
It just winds up tasting like fucking Kilgore's. 'Cause Kilgore's
Like we're probably
overpowers
gonna also
everything.
end up throwing up on them when we get there. More likely at this.
Oh, right. Well,
Fuck
that's
it.
why I
More
took
All
the
fluids.
water.
all the excretions all over them.
Anyway, I come back after I make everyone drinks. It was really impressive, like really fast, like shaking the thing and flipping the cups. And I give everyone their drinks, and mine is also just a little bit of straight Kilgore's.
Kratoqs goes to like cheers everyone.
We
And he
should
says-
cheers. Yes.
This is the taste of victory.
To victory.
Ian, do the bit.
To making it home.
They're kicking these bricks' asses.
To the randos.
That
Very
dude.
Best
drinky.
family I ever had.
Like a cup of.
Well,
I'm a
Lock
drinky.
To Lock Realta.
Nah, fuck them. But I'll drink to it anyway.
Yeah.
Cheers.
I'm not going to drink my pencils on stream. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
That
We're
Kilgore's.
gonna have a bunch of people just email saying fucking bullshit. Couldn't even drink your pencil.
We get those really weird people that come in the comments about stuff that we cannot change.
Yeah.
I do-
I was like me and Eve always getting on stream.
I can't believe they didn't actually go to Lock Realta IRL.
Gosh. I do
Ta-
taste. Glyph does taste the Kilgores with their hand mouth.
It is the worst thing you've ever experienced in your life.
It's new and horrible.
It tastes awful,
But-
but it works.
But the smell kind of reminds you of TK because she'd been drinking it all night.
Oh, actually,
Your sweat.
one last thing 'cause I just remembered, and I taste the Kilgores, and it's. I don't even have a metric for good and bad, but I know this is bad. This is bad. But I also know it's not what it should be, all the way. And I'm like, oh, of course. I should have done this in Plumeria. And I look at TK and I get down on one knee
Whoa.
and I reach into my bag and I pull out my hand and I open it and it's a pig snout. And I lift up my face and I take and I throw it in and the Magitech just tears it apart and I close my face back down.
Meanwhile, inside Glyph's helmet, the little pieces. Oh, you know what? It's been a while. Here we go. You know, we're kind of near the end, bringing back the mind flare. That means we're going to dip into some body horror. If you don't want to really listen to something super gross, then mute or the stream or take off your headphones, whatever. And when I bring this back down, I'll give you a quick TLDR that is less gross. But yeah, I'll give you a couple seconds to give yourself a moment. All right. So inside, all the little pieces of meat from the nose are just churning around inside your head, and they begin to come together. And a little bit of the shadow arm just like leaks forward, gets to the nose, and it's like stitching it. And it's trying to form like a person's nose. And the claws link in to this nose, and they stretch it out. And you take in a deep breath, and your mouth like horks up a bunch of bloody mucus. A fun new little feature you got. This is real fun for the whole family. But now you can smell. You can smell better than pretty much everyone here. But so a nose formed inside of Glyph's hook head. And you just watch as Glyph's hand like hucks a loogie and spits it down. It's a little bit of blood in it.
Yeah.
TK did not know where any of that was going. She's just like, that was weird.
And I'm like almost doubled over because I had leaned down, and I'm like like coughing out of my mouth hand. But all of my sensors in the like warped text from the nightmare arm, it's like redundant air features activated. Smell catalog created. And I can breathe, and I can smell. And I've had that item since season 1.
So let's take a little bit of a knowledge trip here. The last time you all showered was in Plumeria, because then you had to like sleep inside a worm, then you were traveling through the castle, then you slept on the plane, and now you're here. So the party
we did rinse off in the ocean.
I thought you just dunked TK.
No,
so
we
dunked
cleaned
everyone?
up.
But no,
Okay.
everybody kept saying
Okay.
that they were dunking TK. They would not give me a chance to say, yeah, no, TK does go
Okay,
out
so
and bathe.
it's not as bad. They wash off the viscera. You're all good. You do smell the Kilgores, and like your mouth is watering in a bad way, but you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Glyph has not had a chance to get used to everybody's just general funk.
It's a really strong dog smell in here.
Oh
because of
yeah, I have
bubbles.
no idea what's happening. But I grab you and I pull you in, and I smell the top of your head. And I just catalog TK smell. And I what does TK smell like? Just Kilgore?
Yes.
Mushrooms.
No, oh my,
Mushrooms.
why does everybody assume TK just stinks all the time?
I think you just smell like mushrooms.
When do you
Yeah,
bathe?
honestly, yeah, I would say she largely smells like kind of like dirt.
I was thinking damp earth, just like
Yeah,
like you
there's
lived
definitely-
underground your whole life.
She kind of smells a little bit like the ocean right now because we
Ocean dirt.
bathe in the middle of the ocean. Yeah, mushrooms just smell like dirt most of the
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Until you like dry them out and stuff.
Mhm.
There is like a faint hint of like a decaying log smell that you get from it's from the little pod in her arm that has to like rot up some food for the mushroom.
Just smells like nitrogen.
Oh.
So yeah, I'd say she doesn't smell bad. She's not stinky right now because she's not covered in everyone else's guts and
Yeah.
shit.
No.
Mhm.
Also, Glyph doesn't have
Thank you.
Glyph doesn't have organs or the need to be aware of bad smells. So they don't have bad and good smells. They just have smells. So I take a big breath and I smell you and I catalog it and I lean back and I'm like, oh, okay. Now I can find you when I can't see you.
Aww, you're
That's
so,
so
gay.
tender.
I love that for you.
Do inanimate objects have smells? I didn't know that.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
Oh.
they can. Welcome to the living hell.
A piece of the plane just slurps and falls and splats on the ground.
okay.
That's also not
Oh.
helping.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
probably not great.
Okay. Do you all want to describe what you smell
TK
like?
TK just kind of like gives Glyph a good strong whiff.
Oh. Yeah. Glyph definitely smells like metal and copper and something you can't quite place that's kind of petrichor, kind of that rain smell, but darker, and that's the night. And a weird like nice fabric softener.
Weary smells like ozone, plain and simple.
Trust smells like somebody who just was working out a lot because he was dancing a bunch and then merged with a god of strength. And
Yeah.
Kratoqs
See-
smells like that pet bird smell, like just the generic smell when you have birds in your house.
Ah,
yeah,
like birdseed.
I don't really know how to explain Alora.
moss.
could be
a
totally
lot of moss.
floral.
Moss,
Kind of,
succulents.
yeah, I'm like rainforesty
Cedar.
with
Yeah.
like a hint of like cedar and sandal, like the typical like incensey smells, like kind of like that, I think, mixed
Smell
in
like-
with salt water because ocean baths.
I
but I
smell
think
someone would try to capture and sell.
yeah, for sure. But like I don't reek or have weird off hints because I haven't been drinking or on drugs for the last like 3 hours, so we're
Yeah.
good.
No,
You
you
I
all
don't have a
smell-
weird hint like a random
You all smell
mess
great
or
to
whatever.
Glyph. You all smell great.
If TK had to describe like how she thinks Glyph smells, she's not particularly good with words, so she'd just say, "You smell like a lawnmower."
Like that. Productive.
The other ships are now sailing into view, and like they're coming down to land. You see that they are these like magic airships. They're a lot lower tech than what all the Nostradamus cool stuff. It's more like relying on arcane magic to power these ships forward. But you see as like 3 of them are coming down to land. And you watch as like they're hitting into the water and coming, or not the water, I guess it's on the mountains. So they're coming in, they're like landing and like finding like spots that isn't just gonna trash these ships as they're like slowly going down, and they're landing like a distance away. And you're already watching as like people are starting to try to swarm out of them.
All right, we ready to rock?
Yes, I'll go prep the explosives.
All right, I'm gonna need some rolls from
Oh boy.
people. So you're dealing with a lot of creatures. So instead of like them making saving throws, all that kind of stuff, instead I'm gonna get checks from all of you. So Weary, do you want to make me a check as if like you were crafting an item using like your artificer tools?
Sure. I will get what's the word? I haven't played D&D in a while. I say playing D&D every week. It's not proficiency. Expertise. There we go. I get expertise with that.
Nice.
So I'll just roll with intelligence plus 9. That's not great. I'm going to use my own ability to bump that up by 5 to get a 17 because I only rolled a 12. So I'm going to use my... I forget what it's called. I play this game a lot, I swear. My infuse, not infuse, a flash of genius. Yes, that's the one. Thank you, Lucas. And I'll give myself a little bit of a flash of inspiration as I get to work on attaching Kilgore's best to high-grade explosives.
All right. Kratoq, you are taking up these magical instruments and beginning to, compose what you're going to play and like getting ready, powering them
Lamps.
up. Make me a performance check.
Hell yeah. That's a dirty 20.
Ooh.
Nice. Alora, you are getting ready to throw some magic down there, cause some havoc, cause some chaos. I want you're going to be using all your nature-based stuff, so let's make a nature check.
It's gonna be great.
1.
Nat 20 for a 26.
Oh,
Woo!
This is what happens when you don't do drugs. You roll really well.
Glyph and TK, what are you two doing for this plan?
I think what Glyph can do because their eyes are cameras and they're a computer and they can calculate. I can kind of pick the trajectory of where we should try to crash, like that will cause the effect we want.
Okay. Make me a perception check then.
Ooh, okay. Very good at that. Ooh. That's a 25.
Nice. And TK, what would you like to do?
TK is Scotty. Will you stop it?
Just gonna play with the dog.
Eager is fighting with Bubbles.
No. TK is going to. She's going to be guiding the plane in and making sure that it's actually set to the trajectory that Glyph is recommending.
All right, make me roll to use Magitech.
Okay. I like rolling to use Magitech because I get an advantage on it. But oh my god, this dog's gonna drive me up the fucking wall. That's 21. Woo, got it.
The joys of dogs. All right. So you all are launching this plane forward. You're fairly certain you're good to go. You got the bombs ready, Weary, as you're getting Trust to help you move them to the spot where like this bomber can just open up and just drop them on. Kratoqs, you're beginning to ready your instruments. It's like you're tuning up, you're connecting to the clamps. Alora, you are looking out like one of the windows as you're reaching forward, and you can feel the connection with the earth down below as you begin to connect your magic to it, and you begin the set preparations. TK, you have the plane set up as you're starting to lean in a little bit forward as that you can see where all these fucking creatures, so many of them are just pouring out. Glyph, looks like you want to say something.
There's an important part of this plan that we haven't mentioned, which is us getting out of the plane before it crashes.
Oh,
I believe it was TK was going to act kind of like a parachute.
TK just holds up a hand, is like, "Don't worry, I got us covered."
Oh,
I was actually
Just be close
Okay.
beforehand.
You'll turn into a tiny bird.
I turned into a frog again, but you know what?
So you are going forward. Alora, you cast this magic, and are you doing the earth rendering one, or are you doing the poison spray one?
Let's do poison spray first.
So these poppies all start just like going across the field underneath these creatures. You pull your hands up as this just like almost wave of poison is going through. These creatures are hacking and coughing as they're like spurting forward blood. Little holes are appearing on them. Weary, you go over, you start just like trying to figure out like what buttons are to drop the bombs and everything, and then you look as you're positioned perfectly over. Is the plan to drop the bombs on the creatures, or are you going to keep it in the plane and like use those explosives to like just really mess up the tree?
Well, it was Kratoqs first, then Alora, then bombs.
I mean,
I was under the assumption we had landed first, I thought.
Dude, we are landing this plane.
No, we're crashing.
yeah, we're
the
crashing
plane.
this plane.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Kratoqs, your magic is going on first. Are you doing the sleep or the synaptic static?
We're trying to put everyone to sleep.
All right, so your spell is going across as you watch these creatures are falling down. Every so often, one of the other like allies maybe get a little bit too close. It's hectic. It's war. This is what happens as like people are falling into this field. You're playing this French horn as it's like sounding out. These clams are just like chattering out. You could hear the odd little bit of gossip that they're sharing with you that maybe somebody ate somebody's lunch that they had labeled out, and even though they put their name on it, they still ate it. What the hell's with that? And Alora, your magic is going through. So where are these bombs going? Just on
they
the
need to
enemy
go.
in general,
Think.
or are you?
No, I'm
keeping
just
them in the
I'm
plane?
trying to
we
think because
keep
I don't
them
want
in the
to.
plane for a big explosion,
Yeah,
or we can
plane-
spread
Yeah,
them
'cause I
out
don't-
for. Do we
want
wanna go for a
focus
big
thing.
boom or a bunch of carpet bombing?
You
So-
know how we feel about big explosions, though.
Yeah, I feel like we put all our explosion eggs in one basket. We're gonna have a bad time. So I'm gonna set off a few charges like out the door as we go out. So it's kind of like a bombing run followed by a crash.
Big
Okay,
explosion.
perfect. So you're all lining this up. The plane is going down. You all start hearing that sound. You feel like almost just a little bit of weightlessness for a second. As TK, you have this coming in at a steep incline. There are creatures looking up, confused as hell. There are Nightgons that are swarming around. You can hear them. They're ripping at the plane. They're tearing at the hamburger. They're tearing. You see like these claws are prying back this metal plating as this featureless face just like shoves in there, making this horrid scream. And you open up the back and you randos are jumping out. And what does this look like as you leap away from this plane?
Just before we jump out, A, I'm raging. B, TK just punches herself in the face as hard as she can, and just shouts, "Markashka, I fucked up, but I'm about to fuck these guys up. So, fucking get with it." And yeah, she'd just go blow the fucking door off the back there, and be like, "Hold on."
So all of you are running forward. You jump out. A few of the bombs are like exploding down below as you're jumping. This plane is going in towards this gigantic tree. Monsters are pouring out of it. Nightgons are tearing at this plane, and this plane crashes in. This detonation just sounds off. There were still more bombs inside that you left behind as it just blows off the side of this tree. Like this large hole is made. Creatures are going flying. Bits of plane are going flying. All of you feel like this force come up from behind you and like fling you forward a bit more as you hit down onto the dirt. You're like rolling and whatnot. As like you got little specks of blood on you, gore, viscera, few scratches on you. Your ears are ringing. It is just almost impossible to hear everything over the cacophony of like screams, monsters fighting people, the horrid robot screams of death, which that's a new thing. And like all these spells going off, these other creatures are all rushing forward. You now have this opening as you look at just this giant hole in the tree, and you see that it opens up into like this hallway that looked like it at one time was very nicely decorated, but somebody blew a plane up, and so it is just like charred, ripped apart, and just looks like it goes deeper into the tree.
I crank up the volume on my voice and I say, "Rando, stick together. Do we need to go inside the tree?"
That's probably where the bad guys are, so I'm gonna guess yes. And I'm just wind whipping at my face.
Let us go
into the tree.
Laura panicked.
Did you panic shift?
Yeah.
Are you a frog?
No.
Are you a vole?
I'm a bird, thankfully.
Okay.
It is also just like a parakeet.
Okay. Who's
Because
shouldering?
Bradley took over and was like, "No, be pretty," and I was like, "Fuck."
You were like, all right, you got eagles, we got
Yeah,
hawks.
I was like, "I'll be an eagle, I'll be a condor, I'll be huge, right?" No.
Just once. Just once.
This is my wild shit.
There's still one wild shape left, which means
Is it like Alora's just like flying after all of you? So you are rushing forward. These creatures are charging towards you. You're swinging blades. You are like bashing at them as you're like fighting them off. Suddenly you see Trebitha and many others much like her. She is over like 9 feet tall, just built like this freaking brick house. She has these chains over her tattered clothing. Rushing forward, she grabs onto one of these dwarvens that are near you, rips it in half, like throwing the pieces off to the side. These horrid looking robot creatures are just like crawling forward, almost like this Katamari ball of terrible, as they start just like ripping into other things. They're like tearing at like some of even like these enforcers that are coming forward, and like it is just absolutely chaos as you're running forward. Every so often, like you're getting hit, you're getting like just like clubbed in the side of the head, everything. It is hard to make out who's attacking you, what's happening, but you make it into this tree. rushing down this hallway as like you're going down these wooden stairs that seem to be like they're leading down like into like the heart of this, and you see arrows pointing forward. It is only one hallway, just large white arrows.
Is that normal?
Painted on the walls?
Yeah, painted on the walls.
This feels like the party guy. Remember the one who threw us confetti?
We are expected.
Wait, how white are we talking here?
Looks a little faded.
Okay. Well, I
It's not
wouldn't
like fresh
like
paint.
It's not fresh paint, no.
Okay.
because yeah, like if it was like almost glowing, it'd be like maybe that's some bright blade shit, but
Yeah, I just have my daggers ready, and I'm like, everyone be alert.
Yeah, my little power gauntlets all crackling with lightning.
I just like perch over on to like Glyph's head.
On the large
can.
hat.
You
Just
can. It's perfect. Sorry. All is well. Everything's
see-
still going according to plan.
Yeah.
You start
PK
hearing the sounds
is-
of these monsters behind you as they're starting to. Some of them are rushing back towards.
We should
the
go
tree.
faster, though.
All right.
TK is currently wearing like this black plate armor. Mind you, it's not like actual plate armor. It's just for looks.
Just
And it's also got some real sick sunglasses too.
Yeah,
And
everyone
the
looks.
chain wallet. Don't forget the chain wallet.
Chain
There is
wallet.
one, yeah.
There's
Fucking
chain wallet.
Everyone
No
changed
matter
into
what
their
she
out of their
does-
party clothes into their nice clothes and armor.
Trust
so we're ready.
is still in.
So yeah, so we look
Laura
cool.
shifted into a bird completely, so I don't know what they're going.
Trust didn't have time to get those fishnets off.
There's
So
two
they're
now.
there.
Yeah,
They're on. They're on until.
Yeah,
they
we already
cut them
kept
off.
the costume on, just put the gauntlets on over.
So you all are rushing down this hallway. You start seeing these parts of the wall that look alive, like they're like pulsing. You watch as like a dwarven is like peeling out of the wall. You see like other creatures are like starting to peel out of them as you're like rushing past. You know, like one just like screams and like rushes forward out of the wall, and like Tress just punches it in the face. It's like you just keep rushing forward.
Yeah.
It is chaos. You see, like as you start hitting onto like this like mossy ground, and the trees, like the walls, everything is made out of wood. As you're rushing forward, you finally hit this door, this grand door. It is right in front of you. It looks like it's big enough for someone who's like 12 feet tall to just march right through this set of double doors. All these intricate designs are placed over it, this leaf work, all gilded, and it looks like this wasn't, the creation of the Cult of True Chaos. This was always here, but they've just come in and just sort of taken it.
Hold up. Does it look sealed?
No, like it looks like you could just like it's got like two like handles. You can just pull it open if you want.
Yeah, TK's gonna reach out with their brain powers and pull it open, I guess.
Yeah.
You rip this open, and you see this is a gigantic chamber. This chamber is so very large. Looks like it goes up the tree almost entirely, and all the walls are covered in this purple fabric, like almost like large drapes. You see in the center of this very large chamber is a table that is set up. There is a large chocolate cake, a couple bottles of wine. You see sitting around the cake is Lady Arabella Bywood with a party hat on. You look over at Duke Peyton Thaler, also with a party hat on, some flesh recovered, but still mostly skeleton. And you see Tyrell Fatona as they all turn towards you and they blow on kazoos. And you watch as this banner falls across one of the walls, and it says Superstar Birthday Club. And it has a little picture of a star smiling, holding a balloon. And that's where we're going to end today's session.
Oh, you bastard!
Called it! Oh my god! I knew!
You all should look at the Twitch channel right now.
I'm looking at it. I see that you drew. You have the little
see
star with the
I
happy
see
balloon.
the banner.
I hate hate you.
We're having
Me
another
designing
party.
this one on Canva, just making it this morning.
You look great. It looks great. I'm proud
What
of you.
does it mean?
No, it's just more bullshit to try to throw us off. It's all just their stupid ass plans. We don't play their games. We're going to take that fucking cake. And we're going to just
I'm a
eat
parakeet.
it.
Why does
We'll
this
blow out
feel-
the candles?
This
I
feels
just
like
realized-
the climax of a Mario Party story mode.
Yeah.
I just realized they're summoning Nyarlathotep. It's his birthday.
Yeah.
It's
now
the
just for-
superstar.
that.
The
That's why we're
superstar's
going to
birthday
eat
is
his
your
fucking cake. We're going to eat
Lucas.
his cake right in front of
It's a
him.
creature
We'll
from-
give a fuck.
It's a
We're
creature
gonna
from-
shit on this
We're gonna throw
birthday
it on the
party.
ground.
Lucas, we put so much effort into the crashing the plane.
Do you know how long I've been sitting on this ending?
2 years.
2 years. I've been sitting on you, and I was like, they're gonna show up, and they're gonna be like, "Fuck off!" Like, what is this?
Yeah, we're going to ruin this birthday party.
Yeah, I've always wanted to have the finale of a D&D game be like crashing a child's birthday party
It's essentially
in tone. Yeah.
it's their first birthday.
I love that Lady Bywood is in a party hat like that.
Oh, they
that.
all
I
got
hate
party
that
hats.
so
all the
much.
villains, they have fun party hats.
I
and
hate
little
that.
kazoos and-
That's so good.
Well, I hope
eating
Is it Peyton Thaler's birthday?
no,
it's Nyarlathotep's
no, it's
birthday.
Nyarlathotep's birthday.
they're summoning
I thought Peyton
Nyarlathotep.
Thaler was Nyarlathotep.
Right.
But it's like a finger of him. It's not like the whole
they're
guy.
just a little bit of him.
You're just a
So-
finger.
Shut up.
We'll find out next session.
Next session,
Wow.
the cold
When they-
opening is me doing my villain monologues before you arrive, so that
Wow.
I get to do all my villainous explanation.
I'm a parakeet.
Yeah, before TK gets
Yeah, because
could
if I
ruin the
just start
birthday.
off, you're all just gonna start attacking. You're not gonna let me have my fun villain monologue that I've
Oh,
been sitting on for
Oh,
2
we're
years.
definitely not.
Lucas, I promise I'm not going to open by attacking.
But I'm gonna have the next cold open is 100% gonna be them just sitting around eating birthday cake, discussing their evil plans.
In many ways, they
Hearing the
partied just
bombs
as much as we
dropping,
did.
like,
Like, oh,
Well-
the door.
Well, I hope cinematically our fiery entrance helped our allies. Also,
Yeah.
our rolls were good, so
Yeah,
No,
no,
they
it
were
definitely
great
helped.
rolls.
But now they're gonna be fighting each other.
no.
Well, Zed's Weary said it pretty plainly that hoping that they deplete each other's resources and then you can try to fight Zed.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Maybe I can appeal to Zad's like, hey, I
we
fed
were
you a
supposed
unicorn
to have
soul.
a fun adventure and not fight evil robots
yeah.
under the ocean.
Yeah.
Also, Weary did ask Zed to help us, so
Yeah.
That is
I'm sure
helping
Zed's
us.
definition of help is very different from a regular person's.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say you're dealing with like this corrupted AI that's like, all right,
I
well, I
didn't
helped you
mean
technically.
to.
we have to get through the
Yes,
hell
you have
birthday
been
party
helped.
before we deal
Now
with
prepare
that.
to
so-
die.
Yeah, I have helped you by assimilating you into the Borg. Like,
That sounds like a lot of help. You
Yeah,
get to
great.
avoid back pain as you age. You don't have to
I'm
buy new
already-
clothes.
I'm already regular immortal. I don't want to be double robot immortal.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us today for the Superstar Birthday Club, aka Rise of Nyarlathotep, our
Love that
extremely amazing Dungeons and Dragons stream. Let's go around the table. Anything you have to promote, anything you want to talk about, all that kind of good stuff. I have been your GM for the evening. My name is Lucas, as you can see on the little name tag beneath me. If you want to listen to more of my voice and other people's voices, head on over to the Battle of the Seven Dice podcast feed. Also our YouTube. YouTube's doing good. I think we're at like 175 or something. Check that out. We have our other campaign, Escaping Carcosa, which is going real good. We have both the online and offline versions of Pathfinder and Call of Cthulhu, of people being trapped in a video game, people trying to break people out of video games. The versions on YouTube are filled with character art for all the fun monsters and people that they show up with, Two fantastic groups, wonderful role players, very excited for the stories to come. So check that out. It's a lot of fun. We also have a fully completed Dungeons & Dragons campaign as well, Battle of the Chosen Few, on our podcast that a lot of people listen to now that it's fully completed. So that's cool. Found out that's a thing. Yeah, so check that out. Real proud of it. What I'm going to promote is watch The Last of Us. It's a real good show. I've been enjoying it. It's fun. They've been taking the story in the directions that make way more sense for a TV show based on a video game. Otherwise, we would have 3 hours of people crouched behind furniture waiting until they can strangle the thing. Yeah, fantastic show. A lot of fun. Check it out. Ian.
Alrighty. Today's recommendation is that I am able to play video games again. And what that means is that I have started to touch the backlog. And some of those backlog stuff are really good, right? I started playing Jedi Fallen Order. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, Jedi Fallen Order, and it's very good. It is in fact very fun, and it plays like a Dark Souls and Metroid Prime sort of had a little mixed together thing, because you can get your little chicken robot to scan stuff. He's great. His name is BD, and he's a little chicken robot. But that's my recommendation. Play Jedi Fallen Order. Play other games you're interested in. I picked up a Game Pass game where you play as a little robot, and you shoot other robots with your friend. It's a multiplayer, like roguelike robot shooting game. So that's fun. I
Nice.
know what it's called though.
Meg.
Hey, I'm Meg. You can find me on Twitter at Narnia's Pants, where I scream about fandoms, randoms, and being a music teacher in the hellscape that is Texas. Fuck you, Lucas. I'm a parakeet.
You're ready. You're as ready for a Lucas boss fight as you've ever been.
I'm a parakeet. I probably should have just picked a frog again, but at least this time I can fly. Next week is gonna be scary. I don't really know what to recommend. That is multimedia anymore. I have been binging Littlewood, which is a video game through Steam. That's very Stardew Valley-esque, and I have a problem. It's like all I play now. So if you like cozy games in Stardew Valley, this type of like farming sims, the whole town pressure falls on you. That's kind of how the game works. There's a lot of dialogue and story cuts that I am trying to like grind my way through to just watch the little character interactions because they're so cute. I'm currently between dating the himbo and dating my former arch nemesis who also has amnesia like I do. If you get the game, you'll understand. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. Beyond that, I do also just suggest, ask, whatever you want to call it, that if there's any way, shape, or form that you can help out is to either retweet or donate to my Ko-fi to help with my partner's top surgery. That is coming up really, really fast. So we need to try and raise a little bit more. We've gotten I think like 600-ish, at least in my Ko-fi. I know he also has one set up. I'm just more vocal about sharing stuff. So yeah. Follow me on Twitter. It is my pinned tweet. Everything is there. That is that. Thanks.
Jess.
Yeah, I'm Jess. I'm art_fantastical on social media. And now that Glyph and TK are canon, I have cute art that I can post. And I have so much stupid stuff to draw now. But yeah, what I just want to recommend, since it's having a resurgence, if you haven't or used to or always wanted to, try Welcome to Night Vale. It is the OG podcast that kind of started the supernatural fantasy renaissance in 2013. And you're like, oh, but there's so many episodes. Yeah, but they're like 30 minutes long, so it's nothing. You can breeze right through them.
Super fast.
They're super short. There's a reason it's very good. Even the individual episodes, the overarching plots, the character development, it's all great. I'm planning on getting back into it after dropping out for a while. But yeah, if you've never listened to it, you've always wondered what's the deal, give it a shot. it's a weird town in the desert where every supernatural thing is real and every conspiracy theory is true.
And the weather is always a bop. So
The weather is a bop.
Weather is good. Eve.
You can find me over at Lawless Vic on the Twitter. That is Lawless as in crime, Vic as in victory. Because don't we love criminal victories? Shush, baby. First of all, I know I recommended it last week. Go ahead and recommend it again. Bruce Camp podcast. Mostly because this most recent episode is really, really funny, and also Thea sounds exactly like me, down to cadence, and it kind of freaked me out at first because I'm like, did they get a recording of me? What is happening? It was a very weird disassociative moment for me. And also the Mayfair Watcher Society, which is a horror podcast based on the artwork of Trevor Henderson, otherwise known as Slimy Swamp Ghost on Twitter.
Oh, nice.
Trust me, if you look at
You'll know it when you
at
see
his
it.
stuff, you'll fucking know it. He's the guy that made fucking Siren Head.
Mm-hmm.
Amongst many other things. Just weird ass creepy pictures. They're good. The podcast is good. It's all like recordings and just stuff like that. So it's not like story told. It's via like phone calls and tape recorders and shit like that.
Nice.
Ooh,
And
footage.
yeah, it's pretty good. I think that's about all I got.
And Jason.
Hello. What a wild time we're having. I must say, I do like chocolate, so this is a good ending for me regardless. But if there's one thing I like more than chocolate, it's coffee. So that's my recommendation for this week. Make yourself cold brew. It's really easy to do. You put stuff in a container, stuff being a cup of coffee grinds and 3 to 6 cups of water. You let it sit overnight, and then you filter it. And it's great because I don't have time to make coffee during the day anymore for some fucking reason. And if you know me, I need that shit on a steady drip like an IV. So cold brew coffee, just make some. It's great. Thanks for coming out, everyone.
Thanks for showing up for the Superstar Birthday Club podcast. We are going to go ahead and raid. So I saw some of Meg's suggestions there. So hit and raid. Let's see. This channel is intended for the mature. So be prepared.
I
Yeah,
have to log
they
out.
might talk about butts.
Oh,
They might say a
it's mostly
swear.
just that she tends to
it's fine. If everyone's listening to this show
partake
at
in
this
things.
point,
Yeah,
then
yeah,
you-
yeah.
it's mostly just
Yeah.
that she chooses to partake in things. She literally has a whole channel redemption thing for her to do those
They
things.
just watched
so.
us do space drugs, so
Cool.
All right, everyone. Until next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Bye now.
bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
I'll see you at Superstar Birthday Club next week.
Superstar Birthday Club.